women new birth off.
Okay.
Daughters and sons and they nurse off. All of our family while we are traveling trying to get.
What is going down, world? Welcome to the 40-year-old FUQ Boys podcast. I go by the name Black Pegasus. And, man, I wanted to react to this. This is the homie, the Marine rapper. And I want to put this out there, man. He was the first one to drop a remix. Like, he was the first one that dropped a remix to Oliver Anthony. And the fact that it took me this long, because I knew that even when I dropped, because when I came up with the idea and I sent the original track to my producer, be like, hey, can you add some drums to this? Could you make a hip hop beat? Right when I had that idea, I sent it to him, and then I looked it up, like remix, and he popped up, and I was like, someone beat me to it. But I wanted to wait. I didn't watch his right in that moment, right? Because I wanted to write mine first. And me and him are homies, man. He's a super cool dude. He actually included me in the intro of CWA, which is a joint they dropped like a year or two ago. So let's get into this, you guys. Let's get it started. Before we get started, don't forget to like, share, and comment on all the content. If you rock with the vibe, subscribe. Here we go.
40-year-old boys are back in town. 40. Boys are back in town. 40-year-old boys are back in town. The boys are back in town.
40-year-old FUQ Boys podcast. Malt liquor for your ears.
40.
All right, you guys, let me get this logo down and pull the video up. Don't forget to support the original content on the channel, not just the reactions, but support them both. You know what I mean? Got some music videos, some dope interviews, because I'm a hip-hop artist. I did drop my own remix of Richmond, north of Richmond, so if you want to check that out, that'd be lovely. But regardless, we're about to jump into this, man. This is the Marine Rappers remix. And again, this was the first remix, so I want to just give him his flowers. This is the first remix that I know of that was on the internet. And some people are mad at the remixes. Some are showing love. Whatever, man. If you're not familiar with hip-hop, like, dude, I just reacted to Coast Contra. They're one of my favorite lyricist groups. And theirs was a freestyle over the beat, breathe, and stop. So I don't think people always understand how the culture of hip-hop works, turning nothing into something. And so we just have a different culture going on, but I think it's important for the hip-hop culture to embrace these type of topics. So this is super dope. This was the first remix. So I want to put that out there in the ethos. The second remix I saw was Chris Webby's. Me and Chris Webby's was very close in release dates, right? Like Chris Webby's dropped on, I think, Saturday, and mine dropped on Sunday. So that's really cool. And now I'm starting to see more remixes pop up, and I think that's dope. I think it's good for the culture. So let's get into this real quick. This is the Marine rapper, Richmond, north of Richmond.
Cause a Richmond, north of Richmond.
This for the women new birth off. Daughters and sons and they nurse off. All of our family while we are traveling trying to get paychecks and work hard. I don't know how much longer I can take this. Only looks like I got half of my paycheck. How can I explain this all to a baby? I know I'll read it, the statement you gave me. Dear Mr. Lot, know you've been working daily around the clock. Gotta provide for the family you got, but you laid off. Sincerely your boss, I'm sorry. Isn't that sounding outrageous? How about you go home and say that? Go to your daughter and tell her you broke, cause when your boss would give you some change, you would take it. I am not one to just take it. I am not one to be lazy. Earn what I get, I put days in. I am just one my payment.
Lord, it's a damn shame.
Oh, his remix is short. That was fire. It's funny because everyone is taking a different angle, because now I'm seeing a bunch of TikTok remixes and people are taking different angles because the subject matter, there's a lot to cover from the original. If you really listen to the lyrics, and what he's covering is that just, what the world's coming to, and just the economic system. And, he says it all there. It's all right there. It's super obvious, and people are struggling. And it's kind of interesting when he has not interesting. It's just it's touching when you think, like, how do I explain this to my babies, right? Like, I'm a father. I'm out here working my rump off because we got to provide. We got to protect and provide. As men, that's what we're supposed to be doing. We're supposed to be dialed all the way in. And he presents that really good here with a quick story. It's 47 seconds long, and he just lets you have it. He just unadulterated, like, hey, dang, you know what I mean? And again, this speaks to the whole, the whole Richmond, north of Richmond. I've seen people interpret it like there's a bunch of people trying to say Oliver Anthony is this and that. Look, it's simple. It's just I guess you could say a metaphor for politicians. The rich men north of Richmond, Washington, D.C., everyone in Washington, D.C., there's all races of politicians. They're all, there's not this, southern line he's drawing that some people would allude to. That's just not happening. There's a lot of nonsense going on in this moment, and we got to be ready for it, you guys. It's election time, and that's what happens in America, man. Things heat up, polarization, those division lines. And I really like that this song has helped bring people together, in my personal opinion. Now, you're always going to have the detractors, people who are a little more radical, hating on the remixes or the original. But I do believe it's bringing more people together than it is separating. And it's cool. It's cool when you see like hip hop come over to country and be like, hey, man, we rocking with this. We rocking with this message, bro. And we can all do this together. We're all saying the same thing. I said this in, I don't know if it was my Chris Webby reaction. Or no, I think it was, I did a I Want to Go Home reaction. And, it was the, when he's saying I want to go home, it reminds me of Biggie's first album, the title. I'm ready to the word D-I-E. Now, some people are saying, oh, he's saying something else in that. But it's also like even Tupac. Remember Tupac? Who's like, they got money for wars but can't feed the poor. Like all this type of stuff is being said. Like it's like we're all saying the same thing. Maybe there's a different way to the destination, but there's parallels that people refuse to see because these division lines are so they're getting bigger in a sense. And I think the Marine rapper, other hip hop, I heard High Res might be doing a remix to this. So I'm here for it, you guys. I just glad I'm a part of the culture and I can use my platform to platform things that I enjoy. And then things that are just interesting to me, things that I've never heard of, things that I don't like, I talk about on here or play. Like there's a bunch of stuff going on my channel. But I wanted to take the time to highlight this. The Marine rapper, Richmond, north of Richmond, man. Keep doing your thing. I see you, player. And that was fresh, man. And I think it's actually gaining a lot of steam online because every time I see him post, those numbers are up, and away. And I'm happy for that, brother. He's very consistent, and he just stays plugging away. And shout out to my dude, D-Cure, man, Topher, like all the people, that rock with me. I appreciate you guys, too, and this was a breath of fresh air. All right, I'm going to ride off into the sunset. You guys know what it is. Like, share, comment on all the content. If you rock with the vibe, subscribe. 40!
Thank you for being some man. 40 years down the road, back again. FUQ, boy.